Yeah. Oh, what did I just toss back there? I saw something. Oh, your remote. That's what got back there. Okay. So, tonight we're going to read the Sneetches and other stories. How did dinosaurs say I love you? And God gave us heaven. You think about that selection? Pretty good? Oh no, you got no water. Okay, let's start with how do dinosaurs say I love you? As you play Crossy Road. Okay. How do dinosaurs say I love you? Well, let's go find out, huh? You woke in the morning in such a bad mood. Pages. Then sat at the table and fussed with your food. But then you blew kisses and waved from the door. I love you. I love you, my dinosaur. Out in the sandbox, you threw lots of sand. You ran from the slide after slapping my hand. But you suddenly turned with a smile I adore. I'll always love you, my dinosaur. You moved through your nap time and slept not a wink. Athena, how you doing? Don't be looking for toys to chew. You flooded the house when you played in the sink. But you got out the mop and then cleaned up the floor. I love you so much, little dinosaur. Off in the car, you kept kicking my seat. And when we got out, you were dragging your feet. But you held my hand tight when we walked in the store. I love you forever, my dinosaur. Dinner disaster! You made such a mess. Would you stay up past bedtime? The answer was yes. But when you smile sweetly and hold back your roar, when you kiss me and hug me, once, twice, even more, that's when you give love. And I know this is true because that's how a dinosaur says I love you. You can tell that we got this book when we were living in Texas because HEB is written all over this thing. And for those who don't live in Texas, that's like a fancy, well, I don't want to say fancy. It's like if Target and Whole Foods had a baby, kind of. I think that's the best way to describe that. Okay. Then, oh good. I'm so glad we got that going. Let's read God Gave Us Heaven. Papa, what's heaven? Why, heaven is God's home, the most amazing place we'll ever get to see. More amazing than Glacier Bay? Little Cub asked. Glacier Bay is the best place ever. Yes, Little Cub. Even better than Glacier Bay. Here. And later, when we get to heaven, God loves us and never wants to be far from us. He's made a way for us to be with him forever in heaven. When do we get to see heaven, Papa? When our life is over here. When we die? Yes, Little Cub, when we die. Will I be old like Grandma when I go to heaven? I hope so, Little Cub. I hope you get to live a long and full life before you see heaven. but some of us get to see it sooner than others. They do. How come? They get sick or something bad happens. But the good news is that no matter what bad things happen here, nothing bad happens in heaven. Nothing bad at all. No more tears, no more sadness, no more pain. Only good, only smiles. Little Cub thought on that for a while. Will we eat in heaven? Will we eat? Will we eat? We'll have more food than we need. It'll be the best of all polar bear feasts. Every day, every single day. What else will we do in heaven? We'll worship God and explore the best place we've ever seen. Will we get bored of that? I doubt it. Heaven will be a million times better than even this. And they're swimming together right now. Swimming with seals, actually. That's very cool. Can we take our stuff to heaven? No, we won't need our stuff there, little cub. He paused and lifted her backpack from her shoulders. Feel how heavy that is? Doesn't it feel good to have it off of you? Little cub nodded. Sometimes we think we need stuff, but it's just more weight for us to carry. Our best stuff doesn't weigh anything at all. Stuff like love, family, friends, and faith. That's where our real blessings are. What will God look like, Papa? You know what Mama looks like? How she looks like love to us? God will be like that, except 100 times better. Exactly. Will angels? No, only angels are angels. God made us polar bears for a reason. Shoot, I wanted to fly. Pop laughed. Me too. But you never know what we'll get to do in heaven. I bet we'll think it's even better than flying. Will I get to see you in heaven? I think so, little cub. I think we'll see all our loved ones there. It will be like the best family reunion ever. How do we get there, Papa? To heaven, I mean. Let's say this side of the canyon is life here on earth, and that side over there, where we find the path home, is heaven. God knew that our bad choices might keep us from Him forever, might even wash us away. He didn't want that. He loves us too much. So He sent His very own Son, Jesus, to be our bridge. All we have to do is walk across it to head toward our forever home. Little Cub thought on that. I like Jesus, she said. So do I, little Cub. So do I. Will I have a room in heaven? Oh, yes. There will be many rooms in heaven. Will it be as cozy as mine? The coziest ever, little Cub. Will I sleep in heaven? She said with a yawn. It had been a very big day. Papa yawned too, and they giggled together. Heaven will be full of all the things we love most, Papa said. And right now, sleep sounds heavenly to me. Little Cub went to sleep and dreamed of seeing God and His angels, singing and smiling all day long, of her best friends and her whole family being with her forever, of playing, of laughing, them all heaven.
Oh, I see. Come on, Michael. That's all. Yeah. Hey.
Where's my oh, I left my tea over here before we read our final book. Get my tea.
That's not true. It's batteries.
Because my throat is dry. And when you're about to read Seuss, you can't have a dry throat. All right. Now, Sneetches and other stories. Dog hair on my lip. Can't imagine why.
Oh no,
I think I got it off.
I said one months ago. So
All right. The Sneetches. Now, the Starbelly Sneetches had bellies with stars. The plain belly Sneetches had none upon Mars. Those stars really weren't so big. They were really so small. You might think such a thing wouldn't matter at all. But because they had stars, all the star-belly Sneetches could brag. We're the best kind of Sneetch on the beaches. Their snoots in the air, they would sniff and they'd snort. Will have nothing to do with the plain belly sort. And whenever they met some, when they were out walking, they'd hike right on past them without even talking. When the star-belly children went out to play ball, could a plain belly get in the game? Not at all. You could only play if your bellies had stars, and the plain belly children had none upon Mars. When the star-belly Sneetches had frankfurter roasts, or picnics, or parties, or marshmallow toast, they never invited the plain belly Sneetches. They left them out cold in the dark of the beaches. They kept them away, never let them come near. And that's how they treated them, year after year. It's not very nice, is it? Then one day, it seems, while the plain belly Sneetches were moping and doping along on the beaches, just sitting there wishing their bellies had stars, a stranger zipped up in the strangest of cars. My friends, he announced in a voice clear and keen, my name is Sylvester McMonkey McBean, and I've heard of your troubles. I've heard you're unhappy, but I can fix that. I'm the fix-it-up chappie. I've come here to help you. I have what you need. My prices are low, and I work at great speed, and my work is 100% guaranteed. Oh boy. Then, quickly, Sylvester McMonkey McBean put together a very peculiar machine. And he said, you want stars like a star belly Sneetch? My friends, you can have them for $3 each. What are you doing, goofy boy? You doing some booty bounces? Yeah. Just pay me your money and hop right aboard. So they clambered inside, and the big machine roared, and it clunked, and it bonked, and it jerked, and it burst, and it bopped them about, but that thing really worked. When the plain belly Sneetches popped out, they had stars. They actually did. They had stars upon Mars. Then they yelled at the ones who had stars at the start. We're exactly like you. You can't tell us apart. We're all just the same now, you snooty old smarties. And now we can go to your frankfurter parties. Good grief, groaned the ones who had stars at the first. We're still the best Sneetches, and they are the worst. But now, how in the world do we know? They all frowned. If which kind is what, or the other way around. Then up came McBean, very sly and weak, and he said, things are not quite as bad as you think. So you don't know who's who? That is perfectly true. Come with me, friends. Do you know what I'll do? I'll make you again the best beaches on beaches, and all it will cost you is $10 eaches. Belly stars are no longer in style, said McBean. What you need is a trip to my star off machine. This wonderful contraption will take off your stars, so you won't look like Sneetches who have them on stars. And that handy machine worked very precisely, removed all the stars from their tummies quite nicely. Then, with snoops in the air, they paraded about, and they opened their beaks, and they let out a shout. We know who is who, now there isn't a doubt. The best kind of Sneetches are Sneetches without. Then, of course, those with stars all got frightfully mad. To be wearing a star now was frightfully bad. Then, of course, old Sylvester McMonkey McBean invited them into his star-off machine. Then, of course, from then on, as you probably guessed, things really got into a horrible mess.
Now wait, let's think about this.
Yeah.
And the result is
What? What are we doing here? Eh? What are we doing here? All the rest of that day, on those wild screaming beaches, the fix-it-up chappie kept fixing up Sneetches. Off again, on again, in again, out again, through the machines they raced, round and about again, changing their stars every minute or two. They kept paying money, they kept running through, until neither the plane nor the star bellies knew whether this one was that one, or that one was this one, or which one was what one, or what one was who. Then, when every last cent of their money was spent, the fix-it-up chappie packed up and he went. And he laughed as he drove in his car up the beach. They never will learn. No, you can't teach a speech. But McBean was quite wrong. I'm quite happy to say. But the Sneetches got really quite smart on that day. The day they decided that Sneetches are Sneetches, and no kind of Sneetch is the best on the beaches. That day, all the Sneetches forgot about stars, and whether they had one or not upon Mars. The Zacks. One day, making tracks in the prairie of cracks, came a north-going Zacks and a south-going Zack. And it happened that both of them came to a place where they bumped. There they stood, foot to foot, face to face. Look here, the north-going Zack said. I say, you are blocking my path. You are right in my way. I'm a north-going Zack, and I always go north. Get out of my way now and let me go forth. Who's in whose way? Snapped the south-going Zack. I always go south, making south-going tracks. So you're in my way. And I'll ask you to move and let me go south in my south-going groove. Then the North Sax puffed his chest out with pride. I never, he said, take a step to one side. And I'll prove to you that I won't change my ways if I have to keep standing here for 59 days. And I'll prove to you, yelled the South-going Sax, that I can stand here in the parade packs for 59 years. For I live by a rule that I learned as a boy back at South Going School. Never budge. That's my rule. Never budge in the least. Not an inch to the west, not an inch to the east. I'll stay here, not budging. I can and I will. If it makes you and me, the whole world, stand still. Well, of course, the world didn't stand still. The world grew. In a couple of years, the new highway came through. And they built it right over those two stubborn Zacks and left them there, standing unbudged in their tracks. Too many days. Did I ever tell you that Mrs. McCabe had 23 sons and she named them all Dave? Well, she did. And that wasn't a smart thing to do. You see, when she wants one and calls out, you come in the house, Dave. She doesn't get one. All 23 Daves of hers come on the run. This makes things quite difficult at the McCabe's, as you can imagine, with so many Daves. And often she wishes that when they were born, she named one of them Bodkin Van Horn. One of them Who's Foo, and one of them Snim, and one of them Hot Shot, and one Sunny Jim, and one of them Shadrach, and one of them Blinky, and one of them Stuffy, and one of them Stinky, and another one Putt Putt, another one Moonface, another one Marv, in a gravel balloon face, and one of them Ziggy, and one Soggy Muff, one Buffalo Bill, and one Buffalo Buff, and one of them Sleepy, and one Weepy Weep, and one Paris Gardens, and one Harris Tweed, and one of them Sir Michael Carmichael Zut, and one of them Oliver Bolivar Butt, and one of them Zanzibar Buck Buck McFate. But she didn't do it, and now it's too late. What was I scared of? Well, I was walking in the night, and I saw nothing scary. For I've never been afraid of anything, not fairies. Then I was deep within the woods, when suddenly I spied them. I saw a pair of pale green pants with nobody inside them. I wasn't scared, but yet I stopped. What could those pants be there for? What could a pair of pants at night be standing in the air for? And then they moved, those empty pants. They kind of started jumping. And then my heart, I must admit, it kind of started thumping. So I got out as fast as I could go, sir. I wasn't scared, but pants like that I did not care for. No, sir. After that, a week went by. Then one dark night in Greenwich, I had to do an errand there and fetch some Greenwich spinach. Well, I had fetched the spinach. I was starting back through town when those pants raced around the corner and they almost knocked me down. I lost my Greenwich spinach, but I didn't even care. I ran for home. Believe me, I have really had a scare. Now, bicycles were never made for pale green pants to ride on, especially pale spooky green pants with nobody inside them. And the next night, I was fishing for trout along the river when those pants came rolling toward me. Well, I started in to shiver. And by now I was so frightened that I'll tell you what I hate too. I screamed and rode away and lost my hook and line and bait too. I ran and found a bristle bush. I hid myself away. I got prickles in my britches, but I stayed there anyway. I stayed all night. Next night too. I'd be there still, no doubt. But I had to do an errand, so the next night I went out. I had to do an errand. I had to pick a peck of snide in a dark and gloomy snide field that was almost 9 miles wide. I said, I do not fear those parents with nobody inside them. I said, and said, and said those words. I said them, but I lied them. Then I reached inside a snide bush. And the next thing that I knew, I felt my hand touch someone. And I'll bet that you know who. And there I was, caught in the snide. In that dreadful place, those spooky empty pants and I were standing face to face. I yelled for help. I screamed. I shrieked. I howled. I yelled. I cried, oh, save me from these pale green pants with nobody inside. But then a strange thing happened. Why, those pants began to cry. Those pants began to tremble. They were just as scared as I. I never heard such whimpering, and I began to see that I was just as strange to them as they were strange to me. I put my arm around their waist and sat right down beside them. I calmed them down, poor empty pants with nobody inside. And now we meet quite often, those empty pants and I. We never shake or tremble. We will smile and say hi. And look, he's saying hi, and the pants are saying hi. Don't ask me how the pants are saying hi, but they're saying hi. And here we are. We read our 3 books for the night. I like the Sneetches. It's a good book. There's some good morals in there about being kind to each other. I like that one. All right, silly boy. You still got some cupcake frosting on your lips. All right. You want to say goodnight? When you say good night, sleep tight. No? What about tickles? Can I tickle you? Can I give you a tickle? I know you're not going to sleep anytime, so you don't have to worry about waking you up with a tickle. All right. Ooh. Hey, silly boy. Can you say bye-bye? Can you say goodnight? No? Well, apparently we're just going to get that, whatever that is. All right. Good night, guys, and we will see you tomorrow.